After winning Game 5, the Celtics improved to 10-2 this season in games without Jason Tatum, including both the regular season and the playoffs now. That equates to a 68-win pace over 82 games. So, Perk, who stood on business?
This my camera.
That's going to be your camera.
Standing on business. John, you better stand on business. Stand on business. Hell yeah, we standing on business today. Standing on business. Hello, world. No, it's not Boris Chestnut. It's Hey, listen. The Celtics went out there and they won in great fashion. Damn it, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, they balled. Peyton Pritchard came up big. But you know who stood on business? The big fella in the middle. Not Kristaps Porzingis, but Luke Kornet. 7 blocks. Outplaying Karl Anthony Towns, anchoring that defense. I thought I was watching Victor Wembanyama yesterday, the way he was anchoring that defense. Getting out, listen, on the perimeter blocking shots, covering space. I'm like, oh, this big fella is feeling it. And look, he joined elite company.
Wait, who's that?
You got
third
Robert
guy?
Williams III with 9 in 2021. Luke Kornet last night. Robert Parrish, one of the all-time greats. And you got this handsome young man right here, Kendrick Perkins in 2009 in the postseason. And the film don't lie. Matter of fact, this was against the Bulls, one of the best playoff series ever in the history of the game. It went 7 games, and look at the big fella. This the no beard Perk right here, shining like new money. The little reverse layup. Here we go. Snatching the screws out the rim. 4-3 in the building. Hey, look, I know the Boston fans been pissed off at me, but if you're watching, that was a reminder of what the big fella, Big Perk, did. But Luke Kornet, boy, you stood on business last night.
Perk, you're the only one in that graphic that wasn't smiling, man. You got a beautiful smile, man. The Celtics have been at their best with their backs against the wall, going 9-2 in their last 11 when facing eliminations over the last 4 postseasons. No other team has more than 4 such wins in that span of time. All right, now joining us here on NBA Today, the host of the Hoop Collective podcast, our senior writer who has been covering this series, Brian Windhorst. Windy, you were at TD Garden last night. Has momentum swung in this series as we head to Game 6?
I can't go far as saying that. I got to see some more. But I do think one of the things that happened last night was Boston had an advantage. And I know that sounds odd, but the Knicks had gotten used to a certain way that they played against the Celtics. They had played them 8 times. And the way Boston played yesterday was very different. Jaylen Brown played a point forward role that we really hadn't seen him play before. That's how he ended up with 12 assists. He'd never had that many assists in a game in his career. He was distributing the ball. There was a lot more player and ball movement than the Celtics usually have because Jason Tatum runs so many ISOs in a regular game. There was great three-point shooting. And then, of course, you had Luke Kornet. They did not game plan for Luke Kornet to play almost the entire second half. And the big difference there, guys, was that when the Celtics went to their bench, they had Kristaps Porzingis. And he was, frankly, and I know he's under the weather, he was getting dominated by Mitchell Robinson. What was happening was Mitchell Robinson was owning the minutes when he was in the game. With Luke Kornet, who's at 100%, the entire thing changed. He was a difference maker, and that was also not part of the Knicks' game plan. So the Knicks get this day today to retrofit and learn how the new Boston Celtics are going to operate.
Yeah, but their fans also have to stew and worry about all the things that have happened in the past, including the Celtics being right at home at MSG over the last quarter century. They're 38-18 at the Garden, and man, that's better than their home record over the last 25 years. All right, let's bring in the rest of our panel. So, Mark, what are the chances that the Celtics become the 14th team to come back down 3-1?
I got a message for the Knicks. What they say in Mortal Kombat? Finish them.
Yeah.
Finish them.
Yeah.
Need to finish them because you don't want to go back to the Garden. You know, Oracle was the toughest place. Oracle's dead. Boston, the parquet, the banners. They're 22-6 all-time in Game 7s. You know the Leprechaun's going to show up and sit on the rim. You don't want to go back there. The fans show up 30 minutes before in games like that. It's an intimidating place. Finish them in New York or you're in trouble.
You're going back to the crib. Jason Tatum is out. The New York Knicks have the better duo right now with Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson has to be better defensively, right? They were trying to search him out. Karl Anthony Towns, stop pouting. This is an opportunity for you to become a Knick. Like, officially become a Knick, right? Go impose your will, bro. No more Luke Kornet outplaying you. Like, no more pouting, none of those dumbass fouls you picking up. Sprint your ass up and down the damn floor. Play with some damn energy and some damn heart, right? You're going home. You're an emotional guy. That building is going to be rocking. I expect him to feed off emotions. I'm looking at Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. Take them home in Game 6.
Go ahead, Wendy.
Yeah, so I think a big thing that the Celtics are saying as they come out, having lost Jason Tatum, they're really leaning into defense. I know that's not what ended up happening last night because they had a hot shooting night. The Celtics know their only way forward through this series is to defend. And we can run all the offensive numbers, but really what happened last night, Jalen Brunson was in foul trouble, Karl Towns was in foul trouble, and they shot 35% as a team. The Knicks can get some better offense at home. They should be in good position to have a chance to take the series.
All right, so Minnesota took up that challenge from Coach Finch. They're back in the West Finals. UD, we'll start with you. What did they show you in this series?
They showed me that they my favorite to win it all. You know, why can't they go for it all last year? Dallas caught lightning in the bottle at a number 5 seed. Why can't they do it this year with a number 6 seed? They have a superstar. They made a move that's working out for them. They have lengthy defenders on the wing. They have toughness with Julius Randle. They have a rim protector with Rudy Gobert. And let's just say one thing about Rudy Gobert. We're going to have to give him his flowers because there was times where you couldn't play Rudy Gobert in playoff series. He figured out a way to stay on the floor in his first series against the Lakers. He's figured out a way to stay on the floor in this series. They have the former six-man of the year in Naz Reid, so they can go small if they need to. This team literally has everything they want. The domination that they had over the Golden State Warriors, I didn't think with Steph being out, I didn't think that it would be dominated like that. But what I did know that they would win that series. So I think this team has it all, and they're my favorite to win it all. And I'll just say another thing. The team that has won 6 out of the last championships has been the team that sent Jimmy Butler home.
Okay, look at that stat. Who needs stats and info group here? You got UD's info, okay? Now, Perk, Chris Finch earlier in this series challenged Anthony Edwards, right? In regards to his leadership, saying he needed to be the spark, the tone setter of this team. What did Anthony Edwards show you?
Well, guess what? He didn't run from the challenge. He actually accepted the challenge, as he's been accepting challenges for the last 2 seasons.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Who has he sent home?
The Kingslayer.
He's been sending home everybody. Look at this list. KD, Booker.
Check.
Bill.
Check.
Jokic.
Check.
Murray.
Check.
Braun.
Check.
Luka.
Check.
Steph.
Check. Sort of.
Steph,
Sort of.
sort of. He's part of the squad.
Sort of.
Butler, Draymond.
Check.
Bam.
Check.
Who's next?
Uh-oh.
I keep hearing footsteps, baby, in the dark.